your 6 a.m. Are you on social media at all? Do you look at that stuff?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you didn't see the picture of your linemen at the Cheesecake Factory enjoying themselves?
Our linemen were at the Cheesecake Factory at 6 a.m.?
No. Manning was tweeting at 6 a.m. But I said, so since you're not on social media, you didn't see the photo of your
Are those two separate
lineman.
incidences?
Yes.
Oh, so I didn't see either.
Okay. All right. But what have you thought of the guys, we're, I don't know, 3 weeks in now, adjustments to what you're trying to do out here as far as
Players have been great. So they're just learning how to practice the way we practice. Not that it was any different than before. I don't know what it was like before, but they're just learning, our coaches. It started with our strength and conditioning coaches back in January, but the players have been fantastic.
So you're pleased with kind of where you are right now with these guys?
In terms of how they practice,
Yeah.
What's the status of Greg Rogers right now?
He's out with an injury right now.
BK Juarez, same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jimmy Jaggers as well?
Same.
What have been your impressions of Keyshawn Lacier-South?
He's done a really nice job this spring. Has picked up what we're doing, playing outside linebacker and defensive end, more defensive end, but he's doing a really nice job.
What do you think about his kind of abilities lends himself well to kind of your
We haven't seen him enough for to say that. I mean, we've been very, very limited in terms of how we're doing anything, so I can't suggest or predict what he's going to be like. So, but he's done a nice job in practice in terms of what we're asking him. So.
How about Zach Sweeney? How have you seen him develop over the course of spring?
Done a good job. He's obviously, it's a new system for all those guys, new line coach, so picking up the play calls, understanding how we identify things, and but Zach's a smart kid and he's handled it really well.
Do you see him more as a center or a guard, or can he do either?
I don't know. I mean, we're still, it's really, really early in the process let's just evaluate everything. So there's no reason for us to say on whatever day this is that he's a center and he'll never be a guard. I don't know. I mean, we could have 5 guards go down and then he has to play guard. So whether he is a guard or not a guard, he may have to play guard. So.
In terms of how you make your personnel decisions, is that something you'll do after spring and the summer?
We'll do it when we get ready to play Cincinnati. I mean, I don't think you gain anything by, like I just said, you make a personnel decision and then a kid gets injured the 1st of August and you're like, well, we said he's a center. He can't play guard. I mean, they've got to be able, if you're an offensive lineman, you got to be able to play all 5 positions. So if you're a receiver, you got to be able to play inside, outside. If you're a running back, you may have to play receiver. It depends on where you are from a depth standpoint. So to pigeonhole guys, I don't think it helps them develop. So everybody's just trying to learn what we do and how we play, and we'll figure that all out when we're getting ready to play our opener.
You've got a high level of familiarity with a good chunk of the coaching staff. How much has that helped with the transition?
I actually don't. So, I mean, I've only worked with Jerry Azzinaro and Vince, so, or in Derek Sage way back. So the guys on offense, I didn't have any familiarity with those guys at all. With 2 of the 5, but I think it's been a learning process. But the staff's been awesome. They all have growth mindsets. They're all trying to learn. They're all trying to get better. They've done a great job with the players.
Obviously, there's not a huge difference in what you're doing here and what you did in the NFL, but did you feel at all from your perspective an adjustment period, getting back to talking to college kids on a practice field, or how you're running it here when you came in for this?
No, these guys have been great. So everybody, whether you're in the NFL or in college, all want to be great. So they're all trying to work as hard as they can and be the best versions of themselves. So I haven't noticed anything different that way. And I didn't notice, I think they're all, when you get competitors, they all want to be really good. So they all want to work as hard as they possibly can. So.
All right.